first DIY, we're going to be making this like geometric wall art piece. I love this DIY because I was able to recycle things that I already had. So here I'm just using little bits of fabric swatches and things that I had lying around. This would be a great way to use like old clothing that may have holes in it or stains. Cutting that up is pretty much what I did. So I made all of the lines really nice and even. It's up to your personal preference. If you want the geometric piece to have more like rugged edges, you could also do that as well. So then next thing, all you're going to need is a blank canvas, and I just went ahead and aligned those how I thought I wanted to glue them down. Like I said, just making like a geometric pattern. That looks really expensive, but again, this whole thing was like $5 to make. The next step is to go in with your hot glue, and what I did just to avoid any air bubbles or lumps is I always glue down just the edges when I'm working with different types of fabrics. So that is what I did here, and once you're done gluing, you are all done with your new artwork piece that was super affordable. This next DIY is inspired by a wall art print that they have at Urban Outfitters. I thought it would be really cool to turn it into something more 3D. So I found this little clipping of Selena Gomez in a magazine. I'm using faux flowers from the dollar store, a hot glue gun, scissors, and lastly you're going to need a canvas. So the first step is obviously going to be trim and cut around any person that you are using from your magazine clipping. I thought it would also be super cool if you found a black and white photo and you made the flowers in their hair really colorful. That's another great idea. So then you want to move on to the flowers, remove them from the stem, and then there is going to be that little piece left. You want to go ahead in with the scissors and snip those off because you want the flowers to glue down flat on the canvas or else it's not going to work. I just added really small dots of hot glue to secure my little magazine print down because you don't want it to get too hot and then create bubbles in the little magazine print. After that, pretty simple and self-explanatory, you're going to begin adding the flowers, and I found that at the end adding an uneven amount and just kind of scattering them around looked the best, but after that you are all done with your new wall art piece. This next wall art is inspired kind of by how I make my thumbnails with the text box and the font. So for this, you are just going to need a canvas, faux leaves, some letter stickers, a hot glue gun, and scissors, which all can be found at your local dollar store. So I just began by cutting off the edges of the leaves and removing them from their stems. And then I made the canvas just say relax because I wanted to kind of put this in my bathroom. So I lined up the stickers on the canvas. If you mess up, it doesn't matter. They come off and go back on relatively easily. After that, I went ahead and just started gluing the leaves on, and I wanted to make sure that I glued them in different layers. And then I made almost like other leaves come out from those leaves from the bottom. Super easy, just using your hot glue gun. After you've added a generous amount of leaves to your canvas, I just went in with some painter's tape that I will be honest and say it doesn't work the best on canvas, but I made do with what I had. I made a little box around it. Then I took some black acrylic paint and I just painted all over that. While it was still wet, I removed the painter's tape and then I took some scissors and carefully removed the letters as well. However, sometimes they don't come off all the way in one swipe, and I did mess up a little bit here, but as you can see, you can go back in with a little bit of white paint and fix that up so easily, and you are all done with your new wall art piece. I thought that this would be great for a bathroom or bedroom, so I hope you guys enjoyed those DIYs. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!